For a full 7 days, major AI model releases have been completely absent. The news cycle, usually a torrent of breakthroughs, benchmarks, and audacious claims, has gone eerily silent. What's truly happening behind the scenes? Is this merely a temporary lull, or are we witnessing a pivotal strategic moment in the relentless AI race? Here at AI Pulse, our proprietary model tracking systems, which constantly monitor public announcements, academic papers, and enterprise disclosures across the globe, have registered an unprecedented data point. From June 17th to June 24th, 2026, not a single significant new foundational AI model was released. Let me reiterate, zero. In a world where a new GPT killer or Sora challenger drops almost weekly, this past 7-day stretch has been exceptionally quiet. Our live, real-time search confirmed this outright pause in public-facing breakthroughs, a stark contrast to the relentless pace and constant updates we've come to expect from this dynamic industry. This isn't just about a lack of minor updates or niche research papers, it's about the complete absence of models claiming a new frontier in capability. The titans of the current landscape, models like Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.7 and Google DeepMind's Gemini 2.5 Pro, both released earlier in 2025 or even late 2024, continue to reign unchallenged. Our rigorous analysis confirms that within this specific June 17th to 24th timeframe, there was no public unveiling of a model that definitively pushed the envelope in advanced reasoning, multimodal understanding, or operational efficiency. There was no challenger to Elon's Grok 4, no new rival to Mistral Large 3, and certainly no hint of a GPT-5 equivalent. This isn't a case of us missing something. The public-facing well of advertised AI innovation simply ran dry for an entire week. So, who feels the pressure during this unexpected lull? Paradoxically, no one in the way you might assume. The absence of new competition means incumbent players like Anthropic and Google DeepMind face no immediate market disruption. Their flagship models maintain their current lead unchallenged, cementing their market position, at least for now. For developers and enterprises, this translates into a unique, almost unprecedented period of stability. Instead of scrambling to evaluate the latest foundation model with its new APIs and quirks, the smart move is to double down on building. Platforms leveraging robust, proven models like OpenAI's Sora 2 for hyper-realistic video generation, or Microsoft's 5.4 Reasoning 15b for complex contextual understanding, can now focus entirely on refining applications, optimizing user experiences, and ensuring production stability rather than constantly chasing a moving target. This relative calm is, in essence, a strategic gift for productization and practical deployment. This 7-day anomaly isn't just a blip on the radar. It's a stark contrast to the hyper-accelerated cadence that defined early 2025 and, indeed, the first half of 2026. Does it signal a new phase? Perhaps a strategic withholding before a major cascade of releases later in the year? Or are developers and researchers finally hitting some fundamental scaling, resource, or even ethical bottlenecks that necessitate a temporary slowdown? In the next 3 to 6 months, we'll be watching closely to see if this period represents a one-off statistical deviation or a harbinger of a more measured pace in public AI model rollouts, potentially driven by factors like compute scarcity or regulatory pressures. What many in the general public might be missing, however, is that even older yet incredibly potent models like OpenAI's O3 or O4 Mini continue to represent the effective cutting edge for most practical applications. Their immense capabilities, though perhaps surpassed in niche benchmarks by the bleeding-edge models of early 2026, still define the current functional frontier, especially when no new contenders arrive to shift that paradigm. The perceived gap often exists more in hype than in practical utility. This week's silence isn't a sign of stagnation, but rather a powerful, albeit subtle, indicator. It could be a period of intense internal development, consolidation,